Politicians returned to the Manitoba Legislature today for the opening of the fall session, and concerns over political violence and public discourse grabbed the focus of MLAs on both sides of the chamber. CBC's Josh Crabb joins us now with the details. So Josh, this comes in the wake of fires at the constituency offices of two cabinet ministers.
That's right, Brittany, and both an NDP cabinet minister and a PC MLA stood up in the legislature to address concerns surrounding political violence, both here in Manitoba and around the world. Police are now investigating two separate incidents at Families Minister Nahanni Fontaine's constituency office, one incident involving broken windows, and the other, on Tuesday, a fire. Housing and Addictions Minister Bernadette Smith's office has also had 4 fires. Detectives are not saying if this is random or targeted. Innovation Minister Mike Moroz and PC MLA Josh Gunter addressed the issue in the chamber.
This is unacceptable. And as a government, we unequivocally reject violence against Indigenous women and all forms of political violence.
These attacks are not simply property crimes. They are attacks on our democratic institutions, on the ability of elected officials to serve the public.
Legislature Speaker Tom Lindsay also addressed concerns about decorum in the chamber. He warned MLAs they could be kicked out of question period if they crossed the line, but it wasn't long before things got fiery, with PC leader Obby Khan questioning comments made by Minister Fontaine about an ASL interpreter and resharing a social media post about the assassination of a U.S. conservative activist, arguing she should be kicked out of cabinet. It happened as a group of people gathered outside the legislative building, calling for Fontaine to be removed from cabinet. That drew this response from Premier Canoe.
Go tell the people who are going to gather here this afternoon that you should not be protesting a Minister of the Crown's right to serve the people of Manitoba. And I would say to the goofballs out front, if you have an issue, you have an issue with me.
Asked by a reporter whether that comment was appropriate, Canoe responded by saying, "It's not all Shakespeare." Khan says he doesn't support violence or vandalism either, but he argues the incidents at the minister's offices shouldn't stop the opposition from asking questions of the government. He held up a binder saying he said contains 450 emails calling for Fontaine's removal.
That's not wrong. That's not too soon. It's our job in opposition to ask tough questions.
The PCs also pressed the government on crime and healthcare. Question period ended before MLAs could debate whether former Premier Heather Stephenson and former Cabinet Ministers Cliff Cullen and Jeff Wharton should be fined for violating conflict of interest rules. Brittany.
All right, thank you. That's CBC's Josh Crabb.